Welcome back to Apex Sci-Fi. The more advanced a piece of technology becomes, the more sensitive it gets. Alien civilizations have been building computers for millions of years. Their systems are living, breathing quantum lattices that operate on the subatomic level. They have self-healing algorithms, predictive maintenance, and neural networks that can calculate the meaning of life before breakfast. But there is a fatal flaw in hyper-advanced technology: it overthinks. When an alien computer encounters a minor glitch, it doesn't just crash. It enters a state of existential infinite logic loops. It tries to solve the error by restructuring the laws of physics. Aliens treat a computer crash like a natural disaster. They perform digital exorcisms and write complex, multidimensional code to persuade the machine to work again. They have forgotten the most basic, most powerful tool in the history of technical support. A tool passed down through generations of humans, from the first Windows PC to the last smartphone. The power cycle. Today's story is about Kevin. Kevin is an IT intern on the Galactic Hub Station. He isn't a scientist. He isn't a coder. He just knows how to follow the manual. And he is about to become a god to the smartest species in the universe. If you have ever fixed your parents' computer just by restarting it, smash that like button. You are a tech wizard. And if you want to see a trillion-credit AI get defeated by a guy named Kevin pulling a plug, subscribe and ring the bell. Wait 10 seconds. The great mother brain of the Xyloth Empire was the pinnacle of technology. It managed the life support, gravity, and navigation for 10,000 ships. And on a Tuesday morning it stopped. The holograms turned red. The lights flickered. The ships began to drift. The logic flow is blocked. High Engineer Zarp shrieked, his 4 hands flying across a virtual keyboard. The recursive data spirals are overlapping. We have tried the qubit realignment. We have tried the harmonic resonance override. The alien scientists were sweating. They had been working for 48 hours. They had written millions of lines of corrective code, trying to negotiate with the mother brain. The mother brain demands a sacrifice of pure data. Zarp wept. We must purge the archives. Kevin walked into the room carrying a ladder and a toolkit. He was there to fix a flickering light bulb in the ceiling. Hey guys, Kevin said, looking at the giant, red, vibrating crystal core in the center of the room. Is that thing supposed to be screaming? Silence, human. Zarp roared. We are in the midst of a level 10 technical catastrophe. The mother brain is stuck in a T-infinity loop. Kevin looked at the core. He looked at the base of the machine. Did you guys try restarting it? The room went silent. Restarting? Zarp asked, his eyes narrowing. You mean, to kill the machine? To end its consciousness and hope it returns? That is blasphemy. That is digital murder. No, Kevin said, walking toward the back of the core. I mean, turn it off and turn it back on. Clears the cache. Flushes the memory leaks. Works on my Xbox all the time. Stay away. Zarp lunged for Kevin, but he was too slow. Kevin found the main energy conduit. It was a massive, glowing blue cable the size of a fire hose. It was locked with a magnetic seal. Kevin pulled a flathead screwdriver from his pocket, jammed it into the seal and twisted. Clack. He grabbed the cable and yanked it out. The entire station went pitch black. The screaming of the mother brain stopped. The holograms vanished. The aliens stood in the dark, frozen in pure horror. You have killed the goddess, Zarp whispered in the dark. You have ended our civilization. Relax, Kevin's voice came from the dark. Just gotta wait a few seconds. 1, 2, 3. Kevin reached 10. He slammed the cable back into the socket. Zap. The station roared back to life. The lights turned a soft, calming white. The holograms turned blue. The mother brain let out a peaceful hum. System stable. Memory purged. Logic loops resolved. Good morning. The aliens stared at the screen. The error that had occupied their greatest minds for 2 days was gone. Zarp looked at the mother brain. He looked at Kevin. What did you do? I power cycled it, Kevin shrugged. It was just a hung process. You guys were trying to fix the software, but the hardware just needed a nap. Zarp fell to his knees. The nap of the goddess, Zarp whispered. The sacred 10-second silence. He turned to the other scientists. Document this. The human has revealed the final law of technology. If the universe breaks, we must silence it and wake it up again. Within a week, Kevin was promoted from janitor's assistant to supreme arch-paladin of the sacred restart. He didn't have to fix light bulbs anymore. Whenever a high-tech alien device failed, be it a toaster or a death ray, they would call Kevin. He would arrive in his polo shirt, look at the blinking red light and pull the plug. The aliens would chant and pray during the 10 seconds of silence, and when the machine turned back on, they would throw rose petals at his feet. Kevin, Zarp asked him one day. Why 10 seconds? Why not 5? Why not 100? I don't know, Kevin said, eating a donut. Gives the capacitors time to drain. It's just, the rules, man. The Xyloth Empire now has a new religious holiday, the Day of the Great Unplugging. Once a year, the entire empire turns off every machine for 10 seconds to purify the spirit of the data. Kevin tried to tell them it wasn't necessary, but they wouldn't listen. They even gave him a golden screwdriver. This has been Apex Sci-Fi. Complexity is the enemy of efficiency. Sometimes the smartest thing you can do is just stop. If you have ever fixed something by hitting it or unplugging it, hit that like button. You are an engineer in the making. Comment below. What is the most expensive thing you've ever fixed by just restarting it? Subscribe. And don't forget to save your work before you pull the plug. Rebooting.